The Greenpeace protest in Murmansk did not go to plan, and their office security cameras show why. 6 men in black paid them an unscheduled overnight visit, and a mock cage in which activists were going to mount a vigil for the Arctic 30 disappeared into the night, as did their visitors. So far, everyone in pre-trial detention in the city has been denied bail. They all face charges of piracy, which carries a maximum sentence of 15 years in prison. They were arrested after the Greenpeace ship Arctic Sunrise mounted a protest in the Barents Sea. 4 activists tried to board a Russian oil platform, which will be the first offshore facility to start production from deep drilling in the Arctic. Footage of Friday's day of international protest was available to download from the Greenpeace website. Many governments before have taken on the organization and lived to regret it. They have a formidable PR machine.
Today's demonstration shows the very large level of solidarity and concern for the Arctic 30, saying together with Greenpeace that these 30 activists should be treated as heroes, not as prisoners.
The protests in Moscow were on a much smaller scale, with activists virtually outnumbered by the media. The main concern here was for the conditions their fellow activists were facing in prison in Murmansk.
The conditions are not well. There's a problem with drinking water. People are kept in the quite cold condition. Some people isolated, and for 15 days they didn't have any communication, which of course make people crazy.
The campaign to free the Arctic 30 is gaining worldwide momentum. But what about their original message? The Arctic's on the point of no return. Greenpeace say 4 million barrels of oil is already flowing into the Arctic every year. That amounts to the same volume as BP's spill in the Gulf of Mexico. The oil is coming from severed pipelines leaking into rivers and being fed into the Arctic seas in the north of Russia. President Putin has already said the Greenpeace activists are obviously not pirates, but officials say he doesn't have the power to interfere with the due process of law. David Cheta, Al Jazeera, Moscow.